time when teachers, staff, and advisors recognize the hard-working achievements of students in their classrooms and beyond. We also acknowledge the additional support these students receive from their parents, families, and community partners. Let's take a moment and give a round of applause to those who encourage our young people outside of school. It is the mission of the Cordova School District to utilize our unique natural surroundings and the active involvement of parents and community to provide a safe learning environment that offers challenging curricula and activities while developing successful, responsible citizens for the future. If tonight's awards are any indication, we are certainly accomplishing that mission at Cordova High School. We will begin our academic awards by turning our attention to the students and their many successes during this school year. Faculty members will present their respective awards, beginning with Ms. Moody.
Okay, I just have 3 awards tonight. I'm going to start with excellence and historical thinking. So anybody can learn the skills to think historically. It really just consists of sourcing, contextualizing, analyzing, and cooperating information. By this time of the year, most of my students in all of my classes actually have these skills. The 2 people that I'd like to award this year are students who not only have these skills, but also possess another important quality that's hard to teach. They actually think about the content, ask questions, and try to make connections for their own understanding, not to simply complete an assignment. They're thought leaders in the class, and they work with other students to help them understand. Every student benefits from the work they put in. These 2 students are both from my world history class, and they are Floyd Witzo and Noah Meyer. My next award is Excellence in Political Science. And I want you to imagine a scenario where 3 dudes walk into an AP government class. One of them does every single assignment thoroughly and asks thoughtful and meaningful questions. One of them has an opinion about every single topic and the conviction that his opinion is always the correct one. The last person is a contrarian. It's hard to tell what his opinion is on anything. Is he an anarchist, a capitalist? It's hard to say, but we can count on his opinion being at odds with just about everyone else in the class, especially mine. All of them are engaged with the content and come to class prepared to think, question, and debate concepts. I'll let you decide which students fit each category, but I will say that it takes all types, and these 3 especially make teaching AP Gov incredibly rewarding this year. The 3 students are Hawken McLaughlin, Isaac Diltz, I don't see Diltz in the class, and the last one is Sam Hyler. As our students keep getting more awesome, I find myself having to create new awards just so I can dote on them a little more. And that's when I came up with this award. My last award is Lifetime Achievement in the Social Studies. To qualify for this award, the student has taken both Social Studies Advanced Placement courses, so that's AP US History and AP Government, and taken more than the required 3.5 credits of Social Studies to graduate, meaning that they elected to take more Social Studies courses than were required, which makes my heart very happy. This year, I have 3 seniors who qualify for this award. For each student, I will read their courses that they've taken and then their name. So the first person has taken AP US History, AP Gov, World History, Economics, and Alaska History. And that is one Jack Harris. Okay, the next person has taken Women's History, AP Gov, AP US History, Alaska History, and World History. And that is Serena Hirschberg. Okay, and the last recipient of the Lifetime Achievement Award in the Social Studies has taken AP Gov, AP US History, Women's History, Alaska History, and this year, the most challenging role of all, she has TA'd for another government class. And that is Madeline Roman.
Hello, everybody. I am here to celebrate some outstanding junior high students. I teach almost exclusively 7th and 8th graders here at the school. And just to let you know how this will work on my end, I have 4 awards that I'll be giving out this evening. We'll bring each group up once at a time, and then we'll bring up the next group. So the first award I'd like to give is for excellence in English. And just so you know, this is kind of broken up into 2 categories. The first category being the Storyteller Award. These are students who consistently practice their writing and they consistently create impactful and interesting stories. And then the second portion is for poets, don't you know it? Because they, in the same regard, are consistently writing and practicing in the creation of beautiful lines and phrases. So if we could, first of all, recognize the following students for the Storyteller Award. This is Ellie Carpenter. Come on down. And Phoebe Chapman. And the next one goes to Jasmine Riddell. And then as I mentioned, there is a Poet Don't You Know It award. And that goes to Chelsea McPeely. And just one note about Chelsea. This year she entered the Fairbanks Art Association Poetry Contest and earned 2nd place for middle school. So give up that. We could give it up one more time for for these excellent English students. So the next award I'd like to give has to do with excellence in geography. And really this goes out to students who have a very thorough understanding and appreciation for global systems, and also a dedicated appreciation of maps. And if I could first of all welcome Roman Tomato, if you could come up. And next, I'd like to welcome Adelaide Botts to the stage. And then next, we have Morgan Saget. Finally, we have Morgan DeLatt. Give it up for him one more time, please. The next award I would like to give is an Excellence in Art Award. And really what this is for artists who show that practice and progress go hand in hand. And also it takes courage to be creative. And these are a couple of people who show both of those things. So if you could welcome Ingrid Fritsch, as well as Rana May Kamusora to the stage. All right, give it up for one more time, please. All right, and then the final award I'd like to give is for students. It's called the Peak Performance Award, and really this is for students who show that consistent effort, dedication, and participation. It really takes all three of those things to climb the metaphorical mountain. So if you could hold your applause until I call all of these names, we'll applaud for them all together. Michael Harris, Ari Jepson Bolin, Violet Simpler, Aiden Flores, and Andrew Bellafay. You guys are coming to the stage. If we could give it up for these guys one more time, please. Next up, we have Mrs. Bowman. So if you guys welcome Mrs. Bowman to the stage.
Good evening. I have a few more awards for 7th grade English. They are Excellence in English Awards. Mr. Allen and I split 7th grade English class. These Excellence in English Awards go to students who really have put in effort to do their best on their assignments. That means asking questions, that means putting in time to revise their writing, and all of these students spend time helping others as well. I really appreciate them. So I'm going to call a bunch of names. Please hold applause till the end. Excellence in English Awards go to Roman Tomato, Isabel Monstein, Bea Collado, Adelaide Oates, and Willow Tiedemann. Come on up.
See, I've got 5 different classes, and they're not really related, so I'm giving out awards for each class. The first, and we'll just work from first period up to 6th period. First period is junior high STEAM, and STEAM stands for Science, Technology, Engineering, Arts, and Mathematics. I try to incorporate at least some of those in each of those disciplines in my junior high STEAM class and every project that we do. This year we did geocaching, bridges, mousetrap cars, videos, things, and are currently working on making electric cars. The students do a lot of 3D design and printing, as well as laser engraving also as part of each activity. Geocaching is always a fun activity, and if you've never heard of it or tried it, then you should try it with your family. Geocaching is sort of a treasure hunt, where someone hides a cache and puts the GPS coordinates out there for people to find it. It may interest you to know that there are about 50 geocaches within hiking and driving distance of 10. Another cool thing about geocaching is the trackables. People put trackables into caches, and then other people move them around the world. Our class has made about 30 trackables in the past few years, and 2 of them have traveled over 20,000 miles now since we released them. One is in Germany currently, and the other is in Austria. And now on to the awards. This year, my Trackable Award goes to a most artistic and thoughtful member of the class. Her Trackable this year not only represents a great piece of art that she designed, it also represents a part of her culture that is near and dear to her heart. This is what she said about her Trackable on the geocaching website. This Trackable is an EAC native drum. The drum is usually made out of the skin of animals. I made my native drum out of wood from the laser engraving. The drum represents when I would go around the world to native dance, and there would be a lot of people drumming together. My first Excellence in STEAM Award goes to Willow Tiedemann. My second Excellence in STEAM Award, I'm calling the Smiley Award, because all of his projects had smileys on them. Thanks for making the classroom a happy place, Michael Harris. The next award goes to Sal Sanders. I'm calling this one the Jack of All Trades Award because he seemed to have aptitude and knowledge in every project that we do. And my last award is the Best Engineer Award. I wouldn't be at all surprised to see this student win the Brass Nut Award at a future award ceremony. I'm not sure he's here, but that award goes to Asher Jensen. I now have 3 achievement awards for 8th grade math. In order to win an achievement award, a student has to have an overall grade average of over 92.5% or an A in that class. These achievement awards go to Ariana Jepson Bowling, Ingrid Fritsch, and Ryder Phillips. Additionally, I'm giving out an award for improvement this year to a student whose hard work and determination is noteworthy. This student improved throughout the year, not because this class was easy for her, but because she made an effort to always get better, and that person is Phoebe Shackles. award is from my personal finance class. Each year we do a stock market challenge, and the students start with a fictitious $250,000 and invest it into the stock market. This year, between September and December, the winner made $44,116.51 by the end of the game. Sometimes, like this year, I get a little nervous when my students make too much money. I want them to realize the stock market is volatile and that it's a long-term and not a short-term investment tool. So recently, last week, we went back and compared our results to how they were doing now, and that $44,000 profit was turned into $114,564.20 loss if you would have left things alone. This year's stock market challenge winner is Asa Carter. My next class is AP Statistics. It's one of the most challenging, but it's also one of the most useful classes I think that we have here. In order to get the award for that class, students need to have an A average for the year. 2 students achieved that this year, and they are Jack Harris and Sam Heidemann. Which I'll refer to as APCSP from here on out. APCSP is a class that I think all students should take. It's currently a science credit at the high school, and unlike most other AP classes, APCSP is an introductory class and not a summative class. Students not only take the AP exam at the end of the school year, but they also develop a project throughout the school year, and their AP score is made up of both the project and the 70s question multiple choice test. This year I have 4 awards for excellence in computer science. Those awards go to Dominic Harris, Jacob Hamburger, Lehigh Fish, and Carl Griffith. Thank you, and next up is Mr. Dodd.
Good evening, everyone. Probably get tired of hearing my voice and I have a few awards. But the people to whom I'm giving them, my government. Let's see. I have a few awards because I have so many students who's playing excellent. And always thankful and kind of inspired and what they do. First off, I'm going to go forward of the day. I was surprised that some students had the courage to take French. So I had 2 students whom I'd like to present the awards, Grace Collins and Rebecca Padula. They've done a phenomenal job. Periods, but it's one subject, and it's geometry. And as you probably know, we have a really fantastic group of science and well, 300. Really fantastic, just 8 science, 10, 11, 12 graders. Get these all sorted out here. In no particular order, I have semi in favor. Over here. Carl Griffith, Lehigh Fish, Maggie Hirschman, Elizabeth Heinrich, Shelby Latham, Jason Scott, Sam Polito, Jim Moore, Jonathan Young, and A.J. Boudoir. Okay, next, our seventh graders. And you've heard some of these names already before, I believe. First, Willow Tiedemann. And Rodney Contura. And Lily Glenn. Oh, yeah. Yes, I'm talking to myself on stage. Okay, I also have science, physical science, and in my during the afternoon. And again, no particular order, these are Floyd Witzel, Pete Gasman, Rebecca DeJulia, Rebecca. Ariana Ryan, John Sinclair, and, okay, wrong category. That's it. I have two students who displayed an incredible degree of autonomy this year. And so I created an independent learning and nothing pleases me more, or I don't want to say pleases, but makes me happy and really lets me know our education system is working more than a student who could work autonomously, really without really a whole lot of help from their teacher. And we have a lot of students like that in the school who are, just diving into email class. But the two students who really impressed me in their ability to do this were Brayden Beckett and Javier or Xavier Russell. You did. Okay, 2 or 3 students both approved. I have Anna Aiken. See here tonight? She's shown a tremendous degree of improvement over the year. Ayesha Leon. Is she here? John, is she here? Okay. And Leland Galera. A tremendous amount of improvement, not only over the course of this year, but from past years as well. And like I said at the beginning, you know, I'm always impressed and inspired by my students and really grateful for all the things that they teach me. So thank you guys very much. And along with that, here's their thank you here. So I shall introduce the next unit, which I believe is Ms. Hopkins. Thank you.
Hello, good evening. I'm Mrs. Hottinger. I teach home ec, which is mostly textiles and foods and nutrition and career exploration for the ninth graders. I have 2 awards that I give out every year. The first award is the Bright Light Award, and I think of it kind of, these are the students that make me excited to teach, and I call it the Bright Light because I want to shine some light on them, because when they're in my classroom, it feels like they're shining on me like the sun in the summer. They're a joy to be around, and their projects usually turn out amazing, not because of talent, but just because they keep trying and persevering. They're a joy to be around, both as their teacher and their peers and classmates enjoy them, and so I would like to recognize 2 students, Lily Clement and Aaliyah Tiedemann. My second award is for the students in my career exploration and skills for living classes. So these are freshmen, and over the course of a year, I get to know a lot about them and how much effort they're willing to put in. And mostly, I know and can tell that they're listening in class because they are always participating and usually giving me feedback, either excellent eye contact or really great answers or even really bad answers. But they're to hire them for a summer job or even after they graduate, I would recommend these 3 students. So when I call your name, come on up. Is Maggie Hirschlip, Thomas Knopstein, and Carl Griffith.
And go above and beyond in the classroom. I look forward to teaching both students over the next 3 years. The freshman students receiving an Excellent in English Award are Samaya Faber and Maggie Hirschler. They tackle each assignment with enthusiasm and brighten the classroom with their ability to add to class discussions. The sophomore students receiving an Excellence in English Award are Levi Pearson and Floyd Whitsoe. their ability to grasp new ideas, and their overall mastery in writing. The junior student receiving an Excellence in English Award is Wyatt Sorensen. I like to begin my fifth period class by saying, welcome to creative writing. Where we write creatively. This next student did just that. They came to class each day with an open mind, tackled the assignments with vigor, and continually exceeded my expectations in their quality of the writing. The senior creative writing student receiving an Excellence in English Award is Wethlyn Jacob. The next two students are diligent learners who put their head down and work hard to achieve their goals. They are always engaged in the classroom conversation and are eager to share their thoughts with their classmates. The senior AP Literature students receiving an Excellence in English Award are Trevor Dundas and Serena Hertzler. And next up is Mr. Rich Sorensen.
All right. I don't think I need the introduction. Anyway, here we go. Time for the nuts and bolts section here. I have 2 awards to give out tonight and 1 certificate. We'll start out with the certificate. Noah Meyer, come on down. One of the challenges the students have in welding is to take 2 pieces of metal and weld them together. In this case, you have to weld 3/8 inch plate together. So this is a piece of metal that he welded together. This plate here goes like this. It's welded together, there's a weld right down the middle, and you bend one this way and one this way. So the weld on there cannot crack, can't have holes, can't have anything like that. Well, that sounds pretty easy doing down here, but wait till you start fighting gravity. Okay, so we welded this in a 3G position, which is vertical uphill. And to do this, you can become a certified welder. Now you're saying, certified what? Anytime you get certified, you've got to be certified to something. This one is American Welding Society, or AWS, D1.1, which is structural steel. And Noah accomplished this feat. So congratulations, Noah. All right, Silver Nut Award. This student is always present in the class. When he comes in, he goes and gets his PPEs on, and he goes to work. I wander around, I check on him, everything, but if I didn't, you'd never know he was even there, because he's always working. And that, he's quiet. He's still got a little bit of rust on him. Needs some penetrating oil a little bit more. Eventually, he's going to be a pretty good employer, or employee, I should say. And this year's Silver Nut Award goes to Carl Griffin. The Brass Nut Award goes to the top student in the shop class. He is always working. He always has a project he's working on. He gives you a day's work for a day's pay. And his pay, is the grades in school. They kind of worked off corrosion. We live in a pretty corrosive environment.
That's why I go with brass on it. Brass is pretty malleable. You can change it. It doesn't freeze up on you. And, you know, when you want to take it apart, it can come apart. And so this dude is kind of like brass. You know, he's malleable. Like say, he gives you a day's work for it. He works on things until he gets it done. And it's not just kind of slapped together, but it's pretty nice. It's complete. And it looks pretty nice. And takes pride in the work that he's doing. And this year's brass nut goes to Wyatt Sorensen. Next up is Paulo Barnes.
And weightlifting class. I have 3 different awards. The first one is Challenging Award. During the first period, I had the high school PE, and I want to recognize 2 students. These 2 students were never afraid to try new challenges, always energetic every single day, and were willing to listen and learn. I want to call Annika Jensen and Junior Leon. I want to recognize these following students for their toughness, commitment, for the willingness to follow instructions in setting up their goals and always pushing themselves to do more, and for achieving a level of exceptional strength in fitness. So these students are Hawken Mulafin, Ariana Ryan, Logan Nemitz, Casey Cabin, and Jay Sharkey. I want to call these following students for their hard work, for always being on time, ready to work out, and for challenging themselves. They were always committed to go the extra mile and put their work needed to succeed. First, I'm going to call the 7th graders. Trent Dundas, Roman Camaro, Taylor Tiedemann, Isabel Nastine, Adelaide Potts, Willow Tiedemann, Jasmine Rigau, Victoria Nastine, Rona Makeup Sora, and Violet Zimmer.
Good evening. My name is Louis Porter. I teach math here forever. And my awards I have labeled as excellence in mathematics, but I'm not so sure it shouldn't be glutton for punishment. These students that I choose to award every year and recognize are the ones that have stuck it out for almost some of them maybe since 7th grade with me, so 5, 6, 7 years. That's a lot of stories I'm here to tell you. And so hopefully that you guys all learned enough math, build a foundation strong enough to accomplish anything you choose to go tackle out there, and hopefully enough order life lessons to get you through the really hard stuff. So I would like to recognize Hawkins McLaughlin and Trevor Douglas.
Hi, I'm Mr. Lance Westing and science teacher here. I've got two groups of students I want to call up. I'll call one group then the other, and I'll talk about them once they're up here. First group has Maggie Hirschland. Second person is Noah Meyer. Morgan Saget. Jack Harris. Hawkins McLaughlin. These students all give an award I give called the Grit Award, and it's a lot of things. One of them is just really consistently putting forth their best effort no matter what the conditions are. I'm sorry, I started talking about the Grit Award, but this is the Curiosity Award. Let me back up a little bit. This is the Curiosity Award. It also means a lot of things. One of them is just the ability to really get through a lot of things, asking great questions, and clearly have more motivating them than just a grade. They really want to understand how the world works, and it makes them a lot of fun to be around every day. So, first is Maggie Hirschland. Noah Meyer. And Morgan Saget. And Jack Harris. And Hawkins McLaughlin. Okay, the next group, the following groups come forward: Trevor Dundas, Willow Tiedemann, Taylor Tiedemann, Jasmine McGann, Roman Kamano, Aiden Flores. That's it. Okay, all these great students, they have the award called the Grit Award, and you've heard a little bit about it already, but they just every day come with their best effort, and when things get hard, they don't get frustrated. If they do, they don't show it, they just keep trying their best. it doesn't mean they're not curious. They didn't get the curiosity award, but I just really have seen a lot of just stick-to-itiveness and grit in these students. So first one is Trevor Douglas. Willie Booth. Taylor Beaton. Jasmine Dale. Roman Kamada. And Aiden Boyce. Okay, thank you. Up next we have Jeremiah Beckett with robotics.
Hi, I'm Mr. Beckett. I'm the coach of the robotics team here at CHS. This year we had quite a bit of participation. Good season, ran about 5 months. Kids put in hundreds of hours on their robots, learning programming, engineering, teamwork, collaboration. They're on display in the back there if you're interested in checking them out. Or students, if you want to show your parents all your hard work. And this year I'm going to call up each team, and then we can give them a round of applause and we'll do some awards for the groups. But first up, I'd like to call the freshman and sophomore team, and that's Carl Griffith, Colby Carter, Lehigh Fish, Jacob Hemberger, Dominic Harris, Grayson Merrick, Noah Meyer, and Levi Pearson. Freshman sophomore team had a great season. They scored second at regionals and fourth overall in the state, both at the state competition and for the final state rankings. So great job, guys. And one other thing to point out, we compete against all the 1A, 2A schools. So they're competing against Anchorage, Wasilla, Juneau, Fairbanks, and everyone around the state. On the team, I wanted to give out 2 awards. First one is for unique design. They got called out in an event and they simplified a human task of gripping and used one motor to make like 4 different parts move. They got a lot of recognition from other teams and kudos, and most of that design was Lehigh Fish. He's not here tonight, we'll save it for him. And then the next one, this student came into not only our practices, but the other team practices, took home stuff to tear apart and reverse engineer, and constantly was testing the robot and fixing it and making it better so that they could have a more reliable competition. So the engineer award goes to Noah Meyer. And congratulations, guys. Great season. Good job. Next team we have is the juniors. They changed course about mid-season, participated in some other activities, but for the first half of the season they put a lot of effort into it, so I still wanted to recognize them. They actually ranked 4th in the region and 6th in the state based on points, and they had the highest scoring robot for CHS. And that's our junior team, Braden Beckett, Noah Collins, and Jacob Brady. Senior year, they can figure out how to juggle both the activities and take state. All right, senior team. A lot of these kids have been in robotics for several years. And this was the team's best year in high school. They actually got first at the regional event to qualify for state. And then they were actually ranked third overall in the state. So for state rankings, they're the highest ranked Cordova team. They put in a lot of hours, and want to call them up. Jack Harris, Jakai Kinsman, Hawken McLaughlin, Logan Davis, Cody Shaw, and Darby Travis. Been a lot of fun working with these guys over the years. Done a lot of trips and a lot of competitions. And I have 2 awards for this group. The first is the Dedication Award. I had a lot of different labels for it, but this student's been in robotics since early junior high. He's been to pretty much all the practices that I can recall, every competition we ever went on. And he's been a lone wolf, having to be one of the lead programmers for the team the entire time. So this award is for Jack Harris. And then last award, give out every year Wolverine Award for the one that best embodies CHS spirit, teamwork, collaboration, and always pulling the team up and making the best of every situation. I think he got it last year, and he was voted by his team this year as the similar award on our trip, and that goes to Logan Neighbors. Congratulations, guys. Great season. Good way to end it, and best of luck.
I work for the Princeton Sound Science Center, and I have the privilege to coach the Alaska Tsunami Goal team from Cordova every year. So I, every year, get up here and explain how intense this competition is, and I'm really not exaggerating. Teams go head-to-head against other high school students from around the state in an all-out battle of the mind. The competition requires these students to be insanely knowledgeable on all things ocean science and ready to call upon that information in a matter of seconds. It isn't for the faint of heart, and it also requires teams to research a topic, write a 15-page paper, and give a 15-minute oral presentation to their peers and a panel of judges. The time commitment and dedication to this activity is simply enough to be rewarded, but it wasn't enough for the team members that I'm going to recognize. You are about to be looking at the majority of one of the top teams in the state of Alaska. And that title has been earned through years of hard work by these incredible students. They are a team to beat every year at the competition, and also a team with really incredible team names. So I'm going to call a team name, and if you started on a year with that team name, come to the stage. So, the 2022 Gooey Schmucks. Miss Serena Hitchwood, come on. The Terra Squad, but no one started that year. The Backstreet Buoys, Leo Craig. And 4 years ago, we had a team named the Photosynthesistas. Mia. was incredibly surprised by to have her join as an already busy senior. But she jumped right in, and I could hardly tell she was new, except she was a little nervous on the buzz around at first. But the project is where Serena shined the brightest. She organized us, did all of her research in a timely manner, and completed not just her section, but helped some other people with their sections as well. We all need help. Leo, who's been on Tsunami Gold for 3 years, the hardest person to wake up in the morning for competitions, late to everything at competition, but somehow the quickest person I've ever seen on the buzzers. Not only is he lightning fast, but he can work out the answer from the choices if it doesn't already appear to him. He's incredibly skilled at doing that. He's also our team social butterfly and helps us meet with all the other schools around the state that are competing. And Mia, our steady and competent leader. She has been on this team for 4 years, and I have watched her grow from a quiet substitute by her choice player, sitting out half the rounds to learn the competition, to one of the most knowledgeable, well-rounded, and amazing players in the game. Not only is she great on the buzzers, but she writes our introduction and conclusion of our paper almost every year and thinks beyond the research side of science and often convinces our team to think about the social sciences, including traditional and cultural knowledge in our research papers as well. So together as a team, over your time, the 3 of you have researched and written about ocean observing of ocean acidification, economic and ecological resilience in Prince William Sound, climate change-induced disruptions to Arctic processes, and mariculture as a means of mitigating ocean acidification. You've participated in roughly 100 hours of ocean science-related team practices per year that you've been on this team. You have put in long hours, met for Sunday morning practices, practiced on ferries, on planes and vans, over Zoom, and even competed in virtual competitions. And all of that work has paid off. Just to name a few of the awards you have brought home, you have state titles under your belt that include a 3rd place overall finish and 2 second place overall state finishes, one of which this year. So, this year, this team, 3 of them, and Grace, gotta recognize our 4th team member, made it to the final round of the Tsunami Bowl, which is on stage in front of everyone, very similar to this. You all came within a few points of winning state and heading to nationals. When it didn't happen, you were all a little stunned, sad, shocked, disappointed for sure, but I watched you over the next few hours come to realize how much you had accomplished and that you had ended up in the exact right spot. Mostly because Nationals was already announced as being a virtual competition and you didn't want to do another project. But I agree. I agree you did end up in the right spot. That spot is leaving behind a team that has a lot of fun, sometimes probably too much, and works very hard, a team that competitors want to cheer on, and a team that makes this community very proud. You 3 have been fabulous teammates to each other and leaders in your own ways. So I'm here to celebrate you and thank you for everything you have put into this team, for your hard work and dedication, for your commitment, and for being you. Tsunami Bowl won't be the same without you. And I have for you to hold one last time, but not to keep. Your buzzers.
Exemplary qualities and offer encouragement to these young people as they move into high school. These awards are named in honor of 2 individuals that embody exceptional qualities in their time here at Cordova Junior Senior High School. Al Cade, a teacher and coach, and Josh Nichols, a student. Teachers nominate and vote on these awards each year. The first award is for outstanding sportsmanship. This award recognizes a student who exhibits fair and generous treatment of others, and someone who accepts the responsibility and privilege of representing CHS and Cordova. In and outside of the classroom, this student has teamwork on their mind. The 2022 Al Cade Award for Outstanding Sportsmanship for an 8th grader goes to Morgan DeLay. And now the award for Most Outstanding 8th Grader. This award recognizes a student who is kind, considerate, a good athlete, and a friend to everyone. The 2022 Josh Nichols Award for Most Outstanding 8th Grader goes to Robert Kamada. Graders one last round of applause. The last award I will present is Student of the Year. 4 times throughout the school year, students are recognized based on our Wolverine core values of passion, respect, commitment, accountability, and spirit. Students receive individual core value awards, and a student of the quarter is recognized for demonstrating all 5 core values. They are recognized in an assembly and with a financial award from CTC. At the end of the school year, faculty reflect back among the high school students of the quarter and any seniors who were recognized with core value awards to choose one who most exemplifies these characteristics. This student was previously recognized his freshman year with the Wolverine Core Value Award for Accountability, his sophomore year, the Wolverine Core Value Award for Respect, and also his sophomore year as a student of the quarter. Finally, earlier this year as a senior, he won the Wolverine Core Value Award for Respect again. Here's some of what teachers have had to say about this year's winner over the years. Despite being new in Cordova, he exhibits accountability both in and out of the classroom daily. He is always respectful toward his classmates in class and teammates when I watch him in basketball practice. He's my go-to person for Fusion 360 help in a number of classes that I have him in. He is always willing to take time out from what he's doing and help another student when they need it. Plus, his work and work ethic are excellent, and he always seems focused on the activities we do in class. And I've found him to always exhibit great honesty and integrity in everything that he does. Without question, he is an outstanding student who sets high standards for himself. His work goes above and beyond, demonstrating the value he places on his education. He is kind and respectful to his teachers and his peers. Furthermore, he is sincere in his respect for others. He's always on task, which is actually not quite true, as he defaults to a much more rigorous task than assigned. He works very hard in class and on the court. Whenever I find a discrepancy between my answer and his on a test, I check my work 5 times. He's that sharp. Despite this, he is always respectful and a pleasure to have in class. Although the student won the award for respect in 2019-20 because of his kindness toward other students, consideration for teachers, and commitment to excellence in schoolwork, he could win the respect award every quarter of every year. I am so pleased to announce that the 2021-22 Student of the Year is Trevor Dundas. We will now move on to scholarship with Ms. Dunn, our school counselor at CHS. We begin by announcing some of the scholarships that have been awarded to seniors. Applying for scholarships is not for the faint of heart. It begins with research into what's out there, depending on your major, or the school you'd like to apply to, and where that school is, in Alaska or the lower 48, or whether or not your parents are pioneers or fishermen, or if you like to dance and sing, or if you'd like to write books, study marine biology, or something else entirely. Then there are resumes to be created and essays to write, questionnaires to fill out, and most likely detailed financial information to provide to complete strangers. Then you must find references, trusted adults who have been your teachers, your bosses, your counselors, your mentors, who are willing to write wonderful things about you. And then there are deadlines. And then the waiting. But sometimes it's all worth it. You are rewarded with a little or a lot of help to pursue your dreams. And that is what we are here to recognize. And now I'll turn it over to our school counselor, Ms. Dunn.
Thank you, Ms. Williams. It's over. Before we announce the scholarships, I do want to take a moment and thank all of our local scholarship contributors. Altogether this year, you have awarded an amazing $51,500 to our graduating class. Thank you. Seniors, when I call your name, come on up and I'll get a certificate for you. Cross country. The Cordova Wolverines Cross Country Scholarship recognizes the efforts recipients have made while participating in the sport of cross-country running and encourages the continuation of making running a part of a healthy lifestyle in the future. This year there are 2 awards, $250 to Amelia Hamburger, $250 to Cody Shaw. This year, the $250 award goes to Elena Esguerra. Cordova PTA wants to say thank you to those who applied to our scholarship program and congratulate the winners. It was a pleasure for the committee to read their essays and see all of their outstanding accomplishments. We further want to wish these students well as they graduate from high school and move on to exciting future events. This year there are 3 awards. $500 to Trevor Dundas, $500 to Amelia Hamburger, and $500 to Hawken McLaughlin. Our Church Memorial Scholarship. Thomas Church taught social studies at Cordova High School for 29 years. He was the sponsor for Student Council and Concessions for 20 years and National Honor Society for 12 years. Mr. Church started Future Problem Solvers and coached for 18 years, with many of his teams going to international competition. He started the Close-Up program at Cordova Junior Senior High School for both state and nationals. Mr. Church also started the Education Extension Center and developed it into the community college. He actively supported his own children in their sports. In Mr. Church's memory, his family would like to present 4 scholarships this year. We have $500 to Trevor Dundas, $500 to Elena Escara, $500 to Serena Hirschlip, and $500 to Mia Sieben-Morgan Prescott. Cordova Northwind Quilters Guild honors the graduating senior who has been outstanding in the area of home economics at Cordova High School. This scholarship is $500 first year, and it is renewable at $250 per year for the next 3 years, totaling $1,250. This year, the scholarship for outstanding senior in home economics goes to Gwethelyn Jacob. Scholarship, citizenship, volunteerism, and participation in the arts, the Mount McKinley Lodge No. 5, the Ancient, Free, and Accepted Masons of Alaska, would like to present the Leora Beerley Award in the amount of $1,000 to Serena Hirschlip. LFS offers their scholarship to support a Cordova High School senior who will be attending a technical or vocational school, community college, or university after graduation. LFS is thankful to be a part of the Cordova community and excited to play a part in supporting the next generation. Their scholarship in the amount of $1,000 goes to Trevor Dundas. Excellence in academic achievement, as well as dedication to the preservation of the economy, culture, and environment of the Copper River watershed. Their $1,000 scholarship Scholarship goes to Mia Sieben Morgan Gressel. Cordova Arts and Pageant Scholarship is awarded to Cordova High School seniors who have a commitment to further their knowledge of the arts at the college level as either major, minor, or elective courses. This year there are 2 scholarships. $1,000 to Elena Esquera, and $1,000 to Serena Hirschler. St. Joseph's Catholic Church would like to present their scholarship to the following senior for being active in the church and strong in his religious faith. We're giving $1,000 to Jack Harris. Pioneers of Alaska, Cordova Women Pioneers, Igloo number 5, Sourdough Scholarship. Students receiving this scholarship must be a member of the Pioneers of Alaska or a direct descendant of one, and must write an essay describing what Alaska means to them. This year, there are 2 students receiving this award. $1,000 to Trevor Dundas, and $1,000 to Serena Hirschler. The Miss Iceworm program has long recognized Cordova's outstanding young women. The program's objective is threefold: to recognize high-achieving young women, to provide educational, career, and personal development opportunities, and to award financial scholarships. These students demonstrate good character, hard work, and involvement in school and community. The class of 2022 has 4 seniors who have been awarded scholarships through this program. The second runner-up in 2021, winning $500, is Amelia Hamburger. The second runner-up in 2022, winning $500, is Weckerlyn Jacob. Miss Iceworm in 2021, winning $2,500, is Serena Hirschler. And Miss Iceworm 2022, winning $2,500, is Elena Esquera. Cordova Senior Council Health Scholarship, established this year, is awarded to a Cordova School District graduating senior who is pursuing a career in the health industry. The first ever recipient of their $1,500 scholarship is Gwethelyn Jacob. Memorial Scholarship was established to provide scholarship awards to Cordova High School graduates who have achieved high academic levels and who elect marine biology as their major field of higher education. This year, the $1,500 scholarship goes to Serena Hirschlick. Cordova District Fishermen United provides scholarships for individuals seeking to attend any post-secondary educational institution to better themselves and their careers. Most importantly, these students demonstrate a strong tie to the commercial fishing industry in Area 8. There are 2 recipients this year. The CDFU Award in the amount of $1,000 goes to Elena Esquera. The Robert H. Blake Memorial Scholarship in the amount of $2,000 goes to Trevor Dennis. The Cordova Electric Cooperative Scholarships are awarded to 2 students, one seeking to further their education in any area of the electrical industry, and one entering any vocational, technical, or trade program. This year, the 2 recipients are receiving $5,000, Logan Namath, also receiving $5,000, you can stay, Trevor Dundas. Cordova Telecom Cooperative awards scholarships to seniors who will attend an accredited academic or vocational institution. The student's parent or guardian must be an active member of CTC. The student must have been a resident of Alaska in not less than 4 years or have attended school in Cordova for at least 2 years. And they must have demonstrated success in an academic or vocational field. This year's CTC is awarding 4 scholarships. $1,000 goes to Elena Esquera. $4,000 goes to Hawken McLaughlin. $5,000 goes to Trevor Dundas. And $6,000 goes to Leo Craig. call your name, just stand where you are so you can be recognized. Amy Hamburger. Amy Hamburger is receiving a $1,500 senior scholarship from Paul Mitchell, the school, Rexburg. Leo Craig. Leo is receiving the Western Washington University Western Award for Excellence at $8,000 per year for 4 years for a total of $32,000. Hawken McLaughlin. Hawken is receiving 2 awards from the University of Colorado, Colorado Springs. He's receiving the Chancellor's Award, $2,500 a year for 4 years for a total of $10,000, and he's receiving the Western Undergraduate Exchange Scholarship at $6,180 a year for 4 years for a total of $24,720. Serena Hirschlip. Serena Hirschlip is receiving the Western Washington University Honors College Western Undergraduate Exchange Scholarship for $13,800 per year over 4 years, which totals $55,200. Trevor Dundas. Trevor is receiving, the Boise State University Western Undergraduate Exchange Scholarship with the amount of $14,661 a year for 4 years, totaling $58,644. Overall, including local and the scholarships we just announced, these amazing students have been offered over $233,500. So, seniors, nice work. All right, it has been an honor to work with you, not just this year, but for most of you, 9 years. I know you're going to be missed here next year, but I also know that you're going to go do some pretty amazing things. And I have to say thank you for making my last year as a school counselor one that was filled with lots of laughter and great memories. So go out there and do good things.
We have one more person to recognize here today, and that's Ms. Dunn. This is her last year at CHS, and we wanted to take this opportunity to thank her for 9 years of service. All of these scholarships that were just announced represent an incredible amount of work by Ms. Dunn behind the scenes. Her commitment to students, to encourage them and set them up for success is remarkable, and we are grateful for all she has done. Okay, well, thank you to our students for their commitment to excellence. Thank you to our teachers and staff for taking time to recognize these achievements. And thank you to all of the local scholarship donors that invest in the future success of these young people. And thank you, families, for your support. We're counting down the days until graduation. Saturday, May 21st at 5:30. Be here. Thank you and good night.